There's a feeling that consumes their mind and sometimes weighs on their heart. Perhaps they are wondering why, among the many paths crossed throughout life, this particular person remains, inexplicably and deeply in their thoughts. It's as if there's an invisible thread, pulling their attention, bringing memories, questions, and even a pang of longing that doesn't always make sense. And in every silence, in every attempt to move on, something whispers in the background, a voice that says there's still something to discover, something they can't ignore. But doubts persist, and it's exhausting not to find answers. They find themselves asking if this intense bond really has a purpose, if all they feel is just an echo of their own heart, or if there is indeed a greater plan behind this connection. And what if I told them that there is a truth, a profound revelation that the angels are ready to deliver to them, something that can answer all these questions weighing on their mind? This truth is more than a relief. It's the path to finally understand, to let the heart be at peace, to embrace what is and what can be. Now imagine that every step to this point has been guided, that nothing, absolutely nothing, is by chance. And what they will discover throughout this message from the angels is something that has the power to change everything, to transform the way they see that person, that story, and mainly their own journey. To receive all of this and to ensure they will always be connected to these spiritual truths, where every detail is revealed at the right moment, subscribe now to the channel. By doing so, they are not just clicking a button, they are accepting this opportunity for clarity and healing that the universe is offering them. This decision, this simple act, is a commitment that they are ready to understand, to receive, and to walk side by side with the revelations of the angels. Press the registration button now and reaffirm to yourself, I accept the answers that the universe wants to deliver to me. I am ready to understand the truth. Do not let this chance go unnoticed. Be part of this journey where love, truth, and spirituality will be their guides. Click now, sign up, and be ready to live the peace and clarity that only the divine can bring to their heart. Today, the angels bring a message that will deeply touch their heart and perhaps answer something that they feel deep in their soul. Sometimes, the universe puts someone on our path in an inexplicable way, bringing a whirlwind of feelings, changes, and a connection that defies all logic. This is the case with this person who keeps appearing in their mind, bringing an irresistible force and a striking presence, even when they try to resist or ignore what they feel. But there is a higher reason behind this encounter, and the angels want you to know, God has placed both of you on each other's path with such a profound intention that, when revealed, will leave this person impacted and make you even more aware of the purpose you both have. This person, in some way, has always felt an attraction that goes beyond the surface, as if something invisible is pulling them towards you, even if they don't always understand why. At some point, maybe you have also wondered, why can't I get this person out of my head? Or why do I feel like there is something bigger here, even when everything seems uncertain? This feeling is not in vain. God has placed a special purpose between you, something that surpasses common understanding and that can, at the right moment, transform lives. And now this person is beginning to realize the divine reasons that brought them to you, and the depth of this understanding is touching their heart in an unexpected way. Imagine that the encounters, looks, and conversations you have shared so far were not just coincidences, but orchestrated by something much greater. The energy between you has an almost mystical force, a harmony that sparks internal changes, awakens fears, and at the same time ignites the hope of something true and profound. The angels reveal that this person feels something unique when they are with you, something that defies any rational explanation, and that, without realizing, has awakened in them a quest for answers, for meaning, as if they needed to understand why you are present in their life. They may have tried to avoid this feeling, to pull away, or to find excuses to escape, but the more they resist, the clearer the connection that exists between you becomes. The angels show that, behind every smile, every gesture, there is a revelation that begins to emerge in their heart. They feel that you make them see the world in a different way, as if your presence illuminates parts of their soul that were asleep. They may have never shared this with you, but the truth is that you are like a mirror to them, a reflection of light, hope, and even challenges they need to face to become a better person. This person has been feeling intensely and silently that you bring a message from God, something that makes them confront old fears, insecurities, and even blocks that have long limited them. The impact of this discovery is changing their inner self. At times, they may feel an inexplicable peace by their side, as if everything is finally falling into place. In other moments, the fear of losing this connection or not being able to reciprocate what they feel can be almost paralyzing. This duality is a reflection of the depth of what God has set between you. It is not something they can immediately understand or control, as it involves spiritual and emotional aspects that go beyond human comprehension. The angels are now by their side, whispering to their heart for them to understand that this journey by their side is not just a coincidence, but a mission, something both chose before coming here. This person, who may have always maintained a rational and secure posture, now finds themselves defenseless in the face of what they feel. They realize that nothing in their life has prepared them for this intensity, and this leads them to question everything that once seemed certain. You are like a flame that awakens, illuminates, and reveals the hidden places in their heart. At the same time, you are someone who inspires trust, someone whom God has placed in their path to show them that true love, the one that transforms, is real and possible. Now, with the help of angels, they are starting to see beyond appearances, to realize how sacred this connection is and destined to heal them, to transform every detail of their existence. The angels show that this discovery has been revealing to them, a truth that settles quietly and gradually, touching their essence. Gradually, they understand that the person by their side is not just an ordinary one, but someone who carries with them the mission to awaken something greater, a new phase of learning and love. Your presence awakens in them a deep desire to change, to be better, to open up to possibilities that once seemed distant. They find themselves facing fears and barriers that seemed insurmountable, but now, in the light you bring, they begin to lose strength. However, the most surprising thing is that, in the midst of these feelings, this person feels challenged to open their heart, to surrender to true love, the one that heals, that accepts, and that is guided by something divine. It is not an easy journey for them, as it requires courage to face their shadows, to admit how strong and true this connection is. The angels encourage them to take a step towards you, to allow love to flow without fear, because they know that this love you bring can transform their life in ways they never imagined. This first part of the angel's message comes to confirm something they already feel. This person is going through a profound transformation, where they begin to see that you are not just a passing love, but a gift from God, a being destined to touch and illuminate their life. It's as if, finally, the light is spreading, revealing the true purpose behind this encounter. And for you, the challenge is to keep your heart open, to know that your role in their life is important, and that, with patience and faith, this connection is only bound to strengthen, as the angels continue to guide both on this path of love and self-discovery. Now, this person is starting to face something they never imagined experiencing. It's a spiritual awakening that challenges all their certainties, an internal journey where every thought, every emotion, and every memory lead them back to you. The angels show that as they reflect on the impact you have had on their life, something profound begins to reveal itself. They realize that, despite doubts and fears, the feeling they nurture for you is different from anything they have ever experienced. It's not a fleeting passion, nor a connection that unravels with time. It's something that endures, that remains alive, even in the face of all obstacles. This awakening they are going through is a divine invitation for them to delve into their essence, to discover the true value of love and surrender. At every moment, they are confronted by intense emotions, by an almost irresistible need to be by your side, to share their life with you. Even if they can't explain or rationalize it, they feel that your presence brings peace, healing, and a love that transcends any other they have ever known. And as this realization grows, something in their hearts starts to transform, to accept the idea that you did not encounter each other by chance, but for a greater reason, carefully orchestrated by the heavens. The angels reveal that they are in a phase of deep introspection, where every memory of the two of you is like a piece of a puzzle that they need to put together to understand why you are so essential. They look back and realize that since the moment you entered their life, nothing has been the same. There was stability, a routine, but you brought an intensity, a new way of seeing the world that made them question everything they thought they knew about love and relationships. This internal movement leaves them confused and, at the same time, curious, wanting to unravel all the meanings behind this encounter. As they journey along this path, the angels are always by their side, offering them signs, messages, and even synchronicities that confirm how special you are. You know that moment when they think of you and suddenly something happens that reminds them of your presence? It could be a song, a phrase someone says, or even a dream where you appear as a guide, a beacon amid uncertainties. These signs are not accidental. They are direct messages from the angels, showing that this connection is blessed, guided by the divine, and that there is a deep purpose to be discovered and lived by both. On the other hand, they also feel the weight of responsibility. They realize that in order to fully live this love, they will need to let go of old patterns, limiting beliefs, and even fears they have carried throughout their life. The angels show that they are in an internal battle, trying to reconcile the desire to surrender to what they feel with the fear of losing control, of becoming vulnerable in front of you. This vulnerability, although scary, is precisely what brings them closer to the truth, to genuine love that is only found when we allow ourselves to be ourselves, without masks or defenses. Their presence encourages them to be more authentic, to reconnect with the purest part of their heart. You inspire them to look within, to reflect on their choices, and to understand that by their side, they can truly be themselves. The angels show that the transformation you bring to them is not just superficial change. It is a spiritual rebirth, where they begin to realize that love is more than just a simple feeling. It is a force that heals, liberates, and above all, illuminates the soul. However, this journey is not easy. Often, they may feel lost, questioning if they are truly ready to embrace this love. At times, the fear of surrendering is so strong that they try to pull away, searching for reasons to deny what they feel, as if it were safer. But deep down, the angels show that this resistance is just a temporary defense, a way to protect their heart from something they still cannot fully understand. Because, despite everything, the truth is that the love they feel for you is real, powerful, and transformative, and it scares them as much as it attracts them. It is at this point that the angels intervene, whispering to their heart to have the courage to take the next step, to allow this love to flourish, regardless of doubts and fears. They want them to understand that you are a divine gift, someone who came to transform their life and help them grow in ways they never imagined. Over time, the angels help them realize that this connection is a gift, something they cannot and should not ignore, as it represents a rare opportunity to experience true love, a love so deep that it transcends the barriers of time and space. And now, as they open up to this truth, something extraordinary begins to happen. Their own transformation starts to reflect in the world around them. People close to them start to notice subtle changes in their behavior, in their gaze, and even in their attitudes. They begin to see life with different eyes, to value simple moments, and to seek an inner peace they had never felt before. The serenity they bring is something they have never experienced, a sense of completeness that makes them desire to be a better person, someone capable of loving without reservations and without fear. The angels ask you to keep your heart open, for this journey is just beginning. They still need time to integrate all they are feeling, to understand what it really means to love someone so intensely and truly. But as they progress, you will witness their transformation, see how the love that exists between you is able to heal old wounds, dissolve insecurities, and open doors to a new phase, where both can walk together, with a light heart and a peaceful soul. This is the path that the angels are preparing for both of you, a path where love is the guiding force for every step, that illuminates every choice, and that brings the courage to face any obstacle. And as they draw closer to this truth, you will see that all the difficulties, all the challenges, and all the moments of doubt were necessary for both to achieve the emotional and spiritual maturity to live this love to its fullest. As time goes by, they begin to understand that every detail, every look, and every word exchanged between both of you has a greater purpose. What once seemed to be just a strong attraction, or an inexplicable connection, now reveals itself as an essential piece of a divine plan unfolding silently. The angels show that as they reflect on all they feel, they realize that your presence has brought light to aspects of life they were unaware of, which they had learned to avoid out of fear or insecurity. And this revelation begins to penetrate their mind and heart with an intensity they had never felt before. They start to understand that you represent something much greater than just a mere company. You are a mirror of their soul, someone whom God has placed on their path to help illuminate their shadows and show them a new way to see the world and themselves. The angels whisper that they are going through a process of discovery, where each day they realize that you have the power to soothe their pains, to ignite a spark of hope, and to awaken a desire to be a better person. The way you handle situations, your way of being, and even your lightness in facing challenges inspire in them a willingness to open up, to allow that light you bring to finally heal the wounds they have been carrying for so long. This healing, however, is a gradual process, where each emotion that arises reveals a new aspect of their own journey. At times, they feel tempted to get closer, to open up completely and share everything they feel. But then, an almost paralyzing fear makes them retreat, and they go back to protecting themselves, raising the barriers that have kept them safe for so long. The angels reveal that this cycle of coming closer and stepping back is part of a learning experience they need to go through. It's as if they are being challenged to trust, to surrender to what they feel, and to allow you to see who they really are, without reservations or masks. The angels show that gradually, they begin to realize that true love does not demand perfection, but acceptance. They start to understand that the love they feel for you is a force that pushes them out of their comfort zone, making them want to face the fears and limitations that have prevented them from fully opening up. And at the same time, they see that you accept them exactly as they are, with all their imperfections and insecurities, something they had not encountered before. This kind of love for them is both fascinating and terrifying, as it means exposing themselves, allowing themselves to be vulnerable in front of someone who can see their flaws and still choose to love them. This discovery is not easy for them, but it is profoundly transformative. The angels show that every step taken on this path, every small advancement, is a reflection of the divine love that guides both of you. The strength of this feeling begins to dissolve the barriers, and they realize that no matter how hard they try to escape, there is a part of them that will always be drawn to you. That is the power of true love, which does not weaken with time or distance, but strengthens in the depth of what it represents. They feel that, even in moments of uncertainty, there is something in you that calls to them, that envelopes them, and makes them want to continue on this journey, even without knowing exactly where it will lead. The angels reveal that this person is undergoing a process of spiritual purification, where each layer of their personality is unveiled and confronted. They begin to question old patterns, to review the choices they have made, and to realize that many of their fears are rooted in past experiences that have no relation to you. This awakening leads them to understand that, to live the love they feel, it will be necessary to detach from beliefs and blocks that have kept them stagnant for so long. It's as if they are finally ready to let go of what no longer serves them, to make room for a love that truly liberates and transforms them. Every day, they realize that your presence is a call to live fully, to experience love in its purest and truest form. The angels say that this process of transformation is not only about your relationship, but also about their personal evolution. You are the catalyst that awakens in them the desire to become a better person, to reconnect with their essence, and to allow themselves to be truly loved. This love is not easy, as it requires courage, patience, and above all, faith in what you both feel, faith in the journey you have chosen to walk together, and faith in the divine purpose that unites you. The angels ask you to continue to trust in this process, as every moment of waiting, every silence, and every apparent distance are part of a larger plan. There is a reason for every pause, for every step taken in their own time, and the angels assure that everything is unfolding as it should. Patience is needed for both to align in the same frequency, for this connection to grow in a healthy and lasting way. And as they embark on their journey of self-discovery, you are learning to trust in the power of love, to understand that we don't always need to have all the answers, and that sometimes the greatest act of love is simply to be present. The angels want you to know that this connection is being protected, that there is a higher power taking care of every detail, of every small synchronicity that brings you closer together. What you feel for this person is real, and no matter how many times they may pull away, there will always be something that brings them back. The bond you share is strong enough to overcome any challenge, and the angels ask you to keep believing, to keep your heart open and receptive, as what is to come will be a reward for all the patience and dedication you have shown. The transformation of this person is just the beginning of something much greater. They are still learning to deal with what they feel, to understand how much you mean to them, and to recognize that true love is not based on perfection, but on understanding, acceptance, and mutual growth. This process may be slow, but it is profound, and the angels ask you to trust in divine timing, to believe that each step of this journey has a reason, and that in the end, you will be ready to live this love to its fullest. As this person delves into this spiritual and emotional awakening, they begin to realize that you are not just someone who entered their life to fill a void. You are a soul with whom they share a rare and powerful connection, something that transcends everyday experiences. The angels reveal that with each new discovery, they feel that there is something deeper between you, something beyond words that makes them want to get closer, explore, and live this love to its fullest intensity. But for that, they need to face their own fears, their own doubts, and the angels are by their side, encouraging them to trust in this feeling that has been so hard to express. By their side, they feel that their life is touched by a higher force, that there is something divine taking care of and guiding every step. In silence, they begin to understand that each encounter, each conversation, and even each temporary farewell serve to strengthen the connection between you. This understanding makes them realize that true love is not the one that dissolves in difficulties, but the one that deepens, that roots in the soul and becomes unshakable, even in the face of storms. The presence of the angels is constant, guiding them to find the clarity and peace necessary to finally surrender to this truth. This journey of self-discovery is changing the way they see love, relationships, and themselves. They begin to realize that the challenges and struggles that arose between you were, in fact, opportunities for growth, moments that led them to look within and confront aspects of their own personality that they had been avoiding. The angels reveal that as they go through this process of healing and maturing, the love they feel for you becomes clearer, more real, and stronger. They understand that to fully live this love, they need to set aside the insecurities and fears that, until now, had hindered them from surrendering. What the angels want you to know is that they are finally ready to take a step towards you. They feel they can no longer ignore what they feel, that the love that has grown between you is too great to be suffocated. It's as if they are awakening to a new awareness, where the fear of getting hurt or losing control gives way to an unwavering faith in what you share. And although there are still moments of hesitation, they feel ready to live this love, to allow themselves to feel, without reservation, everything their heart already knows. This moment of transformation brings with it a new way of seeing life and the possibilities it offers. The presence of the angels has helped them see that love does not have to be complicated, that there's no need to suffer or fight to prove what they feel. On the contrary, true love is light, is gentle, and is full of trust. By your side, they feel at peace, and this serenity encourages them to move forward, to leave behind everything that limited them, and to open their heart to what truly matters. With each step, the angels are guiding them, showing that this journey is more than just a simple romance. It's an opportunity for growth, for spiritual evolution, and for a deep connection with the divine. They reveal that as this person walks towards you, they are learning to cherish every moment, to appreciate the little joys, and to recognize that love is a powerful force that heals, liberates, and transforms. The love they feel for you is the greatest gift they could receive, and they now understand that they were guided to you for a greater reason, a purpose that goes beyond what eyes can see. This revelation leaves them impacted, as it makes them realize that God placed you in their life not only to fill a void, but to be a guiding light, inspiring them, and helping them become the person they always wanted to be. The angels show that they feel immense gratitude for you, for all that you have represented and represent in their life. Even if they haven't always been able to express what they feel, know that each of your gestures was a source of healing, comfort, and hope. They understand that the love you share is rare, divine, and something that must be nurtured and cared for with patience and dedication. But the angels also remind them that this love requires courage. Courage to face their own vulnerabilities, to overcome internal barriers, and to embrace the unknown. This person knows that to be by your side, they will need to let go of old habits, of thought patterns that limited them, and of fears that prevented them from being fully happy. They feel that this transformation is inevitable and that, although it may be a challenging process, it is the only way to experience love in its purest and truest form. The angels ask you to stay strong, to keep believing, because what is to come will be a new chapter, full of moments that will celebrate the beauty of this union. They show that each step taken thus far has been essential for both of you to grow, mature, and prepare for what the future holds. This love is not ordinary, it is not ephemeral. It is a love destined to last, to overcome challenges, and to become a source of inspiration for both. This person is about to take the next step, to finally allow themselves to live this love without fear, without reservations. And when this happens, they will realize that every moment of waiting, every challenge faced, and every doubt overcome was worth it. The love you share is a blessing, a divine gift that is now ready to flourish in its fullness. The angels ask you to receive this moment with an open heart, to be ready to embrace this new phase with joy, with gratitude, and with the certainty that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. What is to come will be a rebirth for both of you. You will be more connected, more aware of what you mean to each other, and ready to live this love in its highest expression. And at this moment, the angels will continue to be by your side, guiding, protecting, and celebrating every small step in this journey of love, healing, and transformation. This is the beginning of a new chapter, where love, understanding, and unity will be the forces that guide each of your steps. The angels show that, with each barrier overcome and each truth revealed, this person has finally reached a level of understanding of what it really means to have you in their life. They realize that your love is like a flame that illuminates, warms, and transforms, and that this connection cannot be explained with words, but rather felt and lived with the depth that the heart and soul demand. This love, guided by divine forces, has brought not only happiness but also a purpose, a mission that you have the privilege to share. With a more open and confident heart, they now desire to build a solid future by their side, where love and spirituality walk hand in hand, where each challenge is seen as an opportunity to strengthen this union even more. The angels reveal that they see in you not only a partner but also a companion on the journey, someone who inspires them to be the best version of themselves, someone who brings light, balance, and serenity. This profound and spiritual vision of what you represent to each other is something rare and precious, something that transcends time and space and will continue to manifest in your life in unexpected and miraculous ways. The angels ask you to celebrate every step taken so far, every moment of understanding, and every gesture of love. Your journey, although full of challenges and discoveries, is a story of faith, patience, and hope. What unites you is much more than a simple affinity. It is a soul mission, a divine calling for you to grow and support each other in all stages of life. And now, as you open up to love in its purest form, you'll be initiating a new phase, where the blessings from above will continue to accompany you and strengthen every decision, every shared dream. They who once hesitated and feared, now understand the importance of surrendering to what they feel, of living in the present without fear, and trusting in what the heart already knows. They see in you the peace they have long sought, the healing love, and the companionship that transcends any obstacle. And by embracing this truth, they open themselves to a deeper, truer love, where both can flourish and live the purpose for which they were meant. The angels ask you to stay strong, confident that the best is yet to come, that this union is a blessing that will grow stronger day by day. The commitment they are about to make is more than a pact between two people. It is a commitment to the divine, to love that transcends any human understanding. The angels will continue to protect them, to guide them, and to lead them in every step, so that they can build together a love story that will be an inspiration, a proof that true love is possible and that it is the most powerful force that exists. This journey will be marked by growth, by moments of deep connection, and by a sense of belonging that few people have the privilege to experience. Now the angels ask that you take a pause, breathe deeply, and feel the peace that is being poured over you. This is the moment to fully surrender to this love, to allow each feeling to find its place, and to trust that what you share is real, sacred, and eternal. The hardships you have faced so far have only served to strengthen the bonds, to test the depth of your feelings, and to show that nothing is stronger than true love, the one that is sustained by faith and trust. In this moment of celebration and renewal, the angels ask you to connect with your heart and write in the comments, "I receive and trust in the love that the universe has reserved for me." This statement is a commitment to your heart, an opening to what the future holds, and a declaration that you are ready to experience everything that this love has to offer. The angels will be by your side in every step, celebrating each achievement and guiding you and this person in building a relationship that is a true blessing. This love that they share is a divine gift, an opportunity to experience the beauty of healing, building, and uniting souls in a deep and eternal way. May each of their steps be illuminated, may each challenge be seen as a chance to further strengthen this union, and may the love they share continue to grow, bringing peace, happiness, and purpose to both of their lives. Their journey is unique, and the universe rejoices in the love that flourishes between them. Now, in this moment where they have understood the depth of what is to come, imagine the grandeur of what the angels have reserved for them and for this connection. Everything they have lived up to now has been a preparation, a calling, something that transcends the ordinary, the expected. Feel the strength of this love that is growing and blossoming, and allow it to continue transforming their lives in an extraordinary way, opening doors and elevating their souls to a new level of understanding and surrender. At this instant, the angels want them to make one last commitment, a simple yet powerful act that solidifies their desire to walk alongside this truth and to continue receiving the spiritual support that guides each of their steps. Do not allow this bond to be lost or the strength of this message to fade over time. By signing up, they are affirming that they are ready to accept what the universe has prepared for them, with open arms and a heart pulsating with faith and trust. Click the registration button now and say to themselves, "I commit to love, to transformation, and to the blessings that the angels are bringing into my life." Every touch, every vision, and every message from the angels is here to strengthen their journey. And by signing up, they become part of a community where everyone shares this quest for true love, for divine purpose, and for a life that transcends appearances. Allow yourself to live something greater. Open the doors to a new dimension where the signs, the feelings, and the revelations will be constant guides. This is their moment. Do not hesitate. Trust the decision of the heavens and click now, becoming part of this enlightened path that only those with true faith have the privilege to tread. They have felt the call. Now, just one step is needed for everything to align in their life.